I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. If I go over here heavy cracking or heavy laughing at some with that G. Okay. Let's try that again. What's up, guys? M.V.K back again. How's my pack doing? New day. Thought I'd do the first live Q&A open mic session on Sunday. You know, so a new day. Uh, so how's everybody doing? I just wanted to let it kind of change the review. So you're looking at me, but I'm looking here and there and everywhere. What's up? As I said again, um, got a lot to talk about, guys, as well as answer your questions. But some new stuff has been coming out of the woodworks from the world of the geekism. Let's see. We had Tampa Bay convention had just passed. That was the other MegaCon that goes through, I believe. Yeah. I was gonna go to that one, but I went to Orlando instead. I keep in touch with a lot of the cosplayers that I interviewed from MegaCon, and most of them were there. So I got on my Instagram. I got to see them and ask them. I had a good time and everything like that. Uh, but some new things have been coming out of the woodwork. For example, let's kick it off with the whole concept of the next event for the CW. The woodwork with this. Okay, they are seriously going hard in for this. So check this out. So first they said Linda Carter. Linda Carter is gonna make an appearance. Burt Ward is gonna make an appearance. And now recently they just said that Kevin Conroy is going to be playing Batman in this series. So that's look at that. The man who's played voiced Batman is now going to be Batman. So that's going to be interesting indeed. They really are going in. Also, they just announced that Black Lightning will be appearing in the crossover. Okay, yeah, they're really going in. Sad news in the world of wrestling. We lost another great in the form of Harley Race. He passed away not too long ago. I don't know how old was he, Mom? 76. 76. He's a legend, and in the world of wrestling, you shouldn't be throwing that word around, but for Harley, yeah, it is true. He's captured every belt that he ever had in terms of any promotion he was working for. But yeah, he was one of the greats. Never met him, but I have a friend who did meet him and actually wrote a comic on him. Mr. Crawlers, if you're watching, yeah, I'm talking to you. So yeah, we lost Harley Race. Hobbs and Shaw is killing it at the box office. It's now recognized as the top grossing Fast and the Furious movie. What does that say? I haven't seen it yet. I do want to see it. But yeah, it's pretty much that. Other than that, what else did we recognize? Oh, Spider-Man Far From Home is the first Spider-Man movie in all of the franchise to make $1 billion. Spider-Man Far From Home. So big ups to Tom Holland, young Mr. Holland, and Kevin Feige and all of them. Yeah, I'll give a little credit to Sony, but mostly them gentlemen. Everybody else that worked on it. So yeah. Avengers Endgame has passed Avatar. It is now the number one. It's number one. It is. It's number one now. Yeah, I just did that. So that's pretty badass as well. Got a new Kickstarter reward in the mail not too long ago, guys. I wanted to show it off. Um, it's called Bruce Norris versus Chuck Lee. This gentleman basically took two of the greats and kind of flipped their names. And he writes, "Thanks, Chris. You made it. You made it happen." So yeah, he signed it and everything. So yeah, I'm finally starting to get a lot of the Kickstarter rewards that I help kickstart that I now. So that's going to be really interesting to read. I'll review it on a Geek Ramble channel. I'll put it there when I'm done. And yeah, so New York Comic Con is coming up. Yeah, New York Comic Con is coming. We got now down to 2 months now, basically. October 4th is when it starts, runs through that week. I think I'm going for 2 days. Will I, vlog again? Yeah, I'll vlog for you guys. I'll put some up. And the second day, I am cosplaying. I will be. Now I'm deciding it's Spider-Man, but it's either Future Foundation Spider-Man or go as Mark Bagley Spider-Man, because that's one of my favorite artists who draws Spider-Man, and I love Bagley, the big eyes look that he had. So I'm looking at those costumes, things like that. Uh, but yeah, definitely, definitely. I put up a new reaction by this gentleman known as Jahanzo. He made this badass video called Combat Gods. It was dope. Loved it. Um, some What's the last movie in terms of the summer that I want besides Hobbs and Shaw? Uh, there's one other movie. I know there's something else. I forget what it is. But September comes and we're getting good. Um, so I'm actually looking forward to seeing that. Indeed. So yeah, I will get to the question. I'm seeing the question bop, 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 come up now, so that's cool. I'll keep let it go. I wanted to get some more stuff off my chest. What else did I wanted to talk about before we start? Oh, Hickman, Jonathan Hickman, his first two scripts for the X-Men, Power of X and House of X. Okay, Hickman, I see where you. Okay, all right. Okay, like take it from Marvel to let Hickman kind of do his thing with the Children of the Atom. I mean, you look at his run with Fantastic Four, it was great. His Avengers was okay. He kind of went a little too much with that army stuff. I didn't like that, but Hickman builds over. His story is from point A to point B, where he builds like everything is comes full circle. So I'm really interested to see how full circle he goes with the X-Men, and all the X-Men titles. There's other X-Men titles. They're bringing out a new Excalibur. They're bringing out a Marauders book where Kitty is leading this team. It's good to see Kitty as always. I could care less about Emma fucking Frost. Should have died. But yeah, pretty much that. Uh, we still. I just watched an interview with Simon Liu, who's gonna play Shang-Chi. Nice ass dude, nice guy. He's very humbled about getting this role, and I think he's going to do very well. He talked about his Cantonese. He had a little trouble getting it out, but he's going to work on it. Some, but I always knew that this shit was going to happen. Uh, it seems that some people in the Asian geek community are not really liking it because they're looking at him as, well, he's not, he's Asian, but then he's not. You see, technically he's from Canada. So they're looking at, he's Canadian Chinese or Chinese Canadian. It's like he's still Asian descent. Like, I was knew that was going to happen. I knew it. And then they put it up on, I think it was comicbook.com, and I was like, I knew it. I was like, why? Yeah, exactly. It's like, you can't, like, he's still an Asian dude. Like, chill, like, calm down. There's also this theory that, an interesting theory. I'll give it to IGN on this one. Okay, because I could care less about IGN of the late. They're saying that instead of having, well, since they can't use Fu Manchu anymore, and later on they turn his Shang-Chi's father's name into Zhang Yu, and they said that the Fu Manchu was just a alias that he would go by. They're saying that, okay, were you? Yeah, all right, sure. They're saying that that being that the Mandarin is going to be in it, they're looking at maybe the Mandarin may be in the MCU. The Mandarin may be Shang's father. And I thought about that, and I'm like, mm, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. We'll just have to see. But yeah, man, like, ever since Marvel announced, what they're doing for Phase 4, people have been talking and people have been asking me, what do I think? And, how do I feel? I talked about Blade not too long ago. People asking me, are you going to do any more videos like that? And I'm like, I have fans from Instagram saying, are you going to do something on the Eternals? Because I know jack about them. And I was like, you know what? I might do that for you guys, like, kind of give you a little crash course in to who the Eternals are. Um, so yeah, it's looking fun indeed, for us. Again, us. This freight train's not stopping. Just let it be. Um, I can't wait. I know that they just dropped season 3 of Shira. I have not watched it yet. That was a couple of people asking me that too. Have you ever watched it? I'm like, no, I haven't watched it yet. Um, they just released 2 new characters for Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Janemba is coming, uh, actually the 8th of August, and Gogeta is coming. And it's really cool that they put those 2 together because technically that's when Gogeta first appeared, was in the 12th movie of Dragon Ball. So it was really cool. Night is we just there's a trailer for Night Wolf for Mortal Kombat. Unfortunately, I have not watched it, guys, so I still have not done my reaction yet. Overwatch fans, we got a new character coming in Overwatch, new tank character. I put up a review.
He's already on the PC version.
He's on the PC version?
I heard people already talk. When I was playing, we were talking about, I'm like, well, when I'm guessing he's already on the PC version. It's probably like Dead by Daylight where the PC get it first.
Yeah, PC. Yeah, the PC people will get it first. That's cool. I'm glad to see that they're still introducing new characters in Overwatch because I love Overwatch. Malcolm loves it. You know, yeah, they keep providing content for it. It was great, but I think it is time that we should start seeing maybe hints of the second one or so. But I love Overwatch. More than Fortnite. And I've never even really played it as much. I played it once and I was like, yeah, okay, I'm done. You know, it's even Apex Legends. I'm like, free game, but I have not gotten a kill in that game yet. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna try. I like the music though. I even downloaded on my iTunes. Like that intro music is dope. Um, I should play it, but I don't know. I might get a. I don't want to get copyrighted. So enough for that. Let's see what you guys got to talk about. Okay, so we got Darth, Primus, Marion, Dead Dude. Oh, Tyler said, "Yo, what up, dude?" It's not a beret. It's actually a Kango. Can't go wrong with the Kango. King race. Soul Calibur 6. Yeah, Soul Calibur, and that's right, Soul Calibur and Samurai Showdown are crossing over. Hariyama is gonna be in Soul Calibur 6. That was dope. I was like, whoa. Oh, so there, that's cool. I'm probably saying his name wrong. I know I probably am. I went to I went with Liz and oh, okay, that's cool. That's great. Um, moments in the Mass Effect, moments in the Mass Effect that made you tear up or cry. Uh, Mass Effect. Oh God, there's a couple of scenes or moments that made me cry or tear up. Probably the first one that kind of got me. Oh, was I think just the whole concept of breaking down Jack's walls. Like those, that was very touching to see her like because Jack was always this. I love Jack. I love her. Like, and to see you keep going to talk to her and talk to her and talk to her, and at one point, you know, she's all like, "Hey, why do you keep coming down here talking to me?" And she's like, "Look, if you just want to have sex, and let's just say it, and you could say you could do that, or you can like bide your time." And at the end, before you do the suicide mission, she comes up and she's like totally different, and she's and you start to embrace her and she starts to embrace you, and it's like she walls those barriers and you just see her kind of let herself go, and that was touching to me. I was like that. Anytime you're in a touching scene with Liara is great. um Tally, anything with Tally will get me kind of, you know, when Thane died, I fucking man, that pissed me off. I mean, now first of all, my man Thane was dying already, but when what's the name, Kai or whatever the hell his name is, he killed him, stabbed him. I was like, oh you. So I was like, please, please let me get this motherfucker. And when you get to kill him, and I love it where that was the thing, you son of a bitch. I was like, yeah, that was great. Um, when when Anderson dies, that was touching. Yeah, you really have no control over it. It's like you can't save him. Um, who else? What else was it? Saving the Krogan. Um, having them fertilized again, like taking the genophage away from them. I love that. I love that scene because you see um Rex when it's finished, Rex embraces you and he said, "You are internally my brother." Or if you're feeling with a female, you are internally my sister. I will never forget what you did for my people. And if you need my help, you need the Krogan's help, we will come. And you see them when at the end, the final mission back on Earth, where you see the Krogan on top, and you see Rex and Grunt, Shepard, we're here for you. Like it's just that's like respect that. Yeah, and of course, if you have any character that you would maybe like in a lover relationship with, and Shepard gives that final speech, or my probably the one that hit me the most is Tally, like where she was just like, you know, she's like, "Don't leave me behind, Shepard," and he's like, "You got to go back home," you know, home with you, and it's just like, God, like, and then you just hear her say like, "Come back to me," and it's like, Like it's like God damn. Hers, I think hers is one I love, and Liara is another one where she's like she literally says like she says I am yours. If a woman says that to you, like no man will have me but you. I'm like I'm a sucker for stuff like that, Marion. So yeah. There's a lot of stuff in Mass Effect that get me. I still play that game as much as I can, and truthfully, I have not even finished Andromeda yet. So I need to finish Andromeda. Indeed. So what is everybody saying? Okay. Hey, Marion. Maryland. Sorry. Kevin Conroy seems to be in good shape to play Batman again. Yeah, he's looks like him. Do you know Ruzy Taylor passed away too? Yeah, the voice of Minnie Mouse and a lot of the characters passed away. Did you watch the deleted scenes from Endgame? I seen a couple. I seen the one where they all bow in respect to Tony. I thought that was a pretty good one. That was cool. What's up, Chris? It's been a while. What up, Juan? Um, Travis, as a kid, always scared of wrestling. Ming. Oh, hey, Ming ain't no joke. Like the story. If you ever heard some of the stories about Ming, it's scary. Like that's a Samoan brother that you would not want to fuck with. Um, and if he like, there's major stories about Ming that's just legitimately scary. So yeah, I can understand being scared of him. Yeah. Uh, Frosty Chicken 10. What's up, dude? Okay. Disney a juggernaut. Okay. Is Saren from Mass Effect a force to be reckoned with? Saren, I don't know. Saren, he came off kind of like they were supposed to make him the badass, but at the end, if you're able to reason with, yeah, he was the first arc villain. I mean, when he killed Nihilus, it was like, oh shit. But you kind of see that if you're able to talk to him, and you see that he's still a puppet. He's still a puppet at best. Just like Liara's mom, who is a matriarch. So and they're like the strongest of the outside of the adjuster card. They're like the strongest of the Asari nation because remember the Asari are only women. There is no men. There are no men, and and they can mate with anybody. Like they can mate with anybody, and if you are human and you are with an Asari, your daughter is gonna come out as an Asari. They don't. She's not gonna look half Asari, half human. She just takes the DNA's traits of you. So let's say an Asari has a Krogan for a father. She'll kind of take that Krogan's personality more than a Asari. And like Mass Effect had just so much in-depth storytelling as well as in-depth like to it, like in the Asari nation, there's like even prejudice and racism in that. I'm like, what? Like the way they did it was like if you were a pure blood, you were looked at as like almost like a I wouldn't say a piece of crap, but it's just like they look at you like, wait, what? Like they will always say you pure blood bitch, and like it's like damn. So yeah, Silver Surfer, Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker. Those are bad video games with glaring flaws, and could be great with remakes. Do you? Yeah, bad.
I heard the Silver Surfer game was more hard.
Yeah, Silver Surfer game was just extremely hard. I remember that game. Do you understand what I mean now by remake bad video games? It Silver Surfer was not bad. It was just hard. It just
That's why you call it bad.
yeah. Unless that's yeah. You need to just that just is hard. sad that Mickey, and Minnie are in heaven. Rest in peace, Wayne and Ruthie. Yeah, yeah, the voice of Minnie Mouse, and she's voiced other characters as well. But yeah, she's really known for Minnie Mouse, indeed. But yeah, man, that is tough that she passed. Um, are you extremely happy with Green Lantern Corps, a reboot DC movie instead of a sequel to the absent Green Lantern movie? Yeah, we don't. Well, look, we don't even know if that movie even is still greenlit, Jason. All right, like now that they are eating them go all over the place, that's why you see them with that Joker movie, which I could care less about, and the next Batman movie that's not even a part of that's not Ben Affleck's Batman younger. This is just a whole new Batman. And there's eyes now on Denzel Washington's son to be in the movie too. And my guess is he's probably gonna be Lucius Fox or so. Um, so yeah. Voice recording in the big studio in the sky. Yeah. Marianne, what do you think of Taskmaster finally showing up in the MCU? I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing Taskmaster in the MCU once again. Like it was said that the Black Widow movie is taking place after Civil War, so we're gonna see that. We're also gonna see Yolanda Belova, basically the second Black Widow. So that's going to be cool. And also going to see Red Guardian, basically the Russian equivalent of Captain America, played by David Harbour. And Rachel Weisz is in it too. She's also part of the Widow program. So yeah, they said there was a fight between at Hall H. They got to see a fight between Natasha and Yolanda, and they said it was just brutal to watch. I'm like, how brutal are we talking? Like, yeah, huh? Yeah, like they filmed it and they got to see it. They said it was brutal, like they were fighting in the kitchen. So I'm like, oh man, like how brutal is this? So I'm wondering how brutal this Black Widow movie gonna be. Is it gonna be on that same level as Winter Soldier? Who knows? Let's see. Would you agree John Woo is perfect to direct a Dead to Rights faithful video game? Yeah, yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what John Woo does. What has he been up to as of late? I haven't heard anything from John Woo in a while. Also, this is from Maryland. Also, did you know Gail Simone wrote a My Little Pony episode? Of course I did. Of course I did. No, I just know because she told me. She she is now the head creative of Lion Forge comics. So all those characters that are coming out of Lion Forge, she's in control of it now. She has a big promotion. I'm so happy for her. Gail, you're watching. I'm happy for you. Uh, Next is Tony Long was in Hard Boiled. Yeah. Are you excited? Galactus will be the next big villain in the MCU. Well, we don't know if it's gonna be Galactus. You don't know. They never said Galactus. And number one, they never said Galactus. Number two, he's not a villain. So stop calling him a villain. He's not a villain. Galactus has never and will never be a villain. He can't help the way he is. He is what he does is horrible, but he's not a villain. And more importantly, the people that they're looking at in terms of being the big bads, the ones I know that they've been talking about, Kang, Annihilus, because I think they really want to do the Annihilation storyline. That's great. I'll take that. That was a great storyline. But no Galactus yet. Okay, fun fact. You know when Doctor Strange fought Thanos on Titan, we were gonna see a big cosmic entity from Marvel. We were gonna see the living tribunal. He was gonna Doctor Strange was gonna fuck Thanos' mind up so bad he was gonna see him, and the living tribunal was gonna judge Thanos right there. If you don't know who the living tribunal is, guys, look him up. But basically, he is pretty much the whole aspect of the Marvel universe. He's there. He's like the judge, jury. He's got different heads, flip around and things like. He's yellow. He's got like a purple helmet on. He was gonna be in Infinity War, but he didn't make the cut. Are you looking forward? Wait, hold on. I saw something. Are you looking forward? I just saw it. Where the hell I saw that go? Are you looking forward to the Falcon? There's 2 on my list. I'm looking forward to what if, because that's going to be their first animated. Because I'm really looking forward to the animation more. I want the animation. I'm glad that people who the whole cast is going to be voiced by the people who played these characters. I know the first episode is going to be about what if Peggy Carter was Captain America, so you get to hear the lovely Haley Atwell again, so that's great. But having said that, I'm looking forward to this because now we don't know if it's true yet, but if it is, the rumors is that the series could focus on the government not wanting Sam as, and there's a fucking fly around it. Damn it. It's fucking fly in my room. Okay, I hate that because I don't want that thing buzzing around my ear. Okay. Y'all should have saw it last time. There was something bigger in my room. Freaking scared the hell out of me. I'll tell you that later. But yeah, they're saying that it could be folks around the government doesn't want Sam to be Captain America. If that's true, that's cool because that could mean we could see John Walker. The government may choose John Walker to take over as Cap, which he did, but later on Cap comes back and John Walker becomes U.S. agent. Reason why I would like that approach is because in some ways this brings up the storyline I've always wanted to see them integrate into the MCU, which was called Captain America No More, where this is right before Steve left the costume and he became just the captain. You know, when he was wearing the mask and the cape and everything like that. Basically, Steve didn't like the way the country was going, and he was like, I can't be Captain America if the country is like this. We all know the reason why is because Red Skull was behind it all. But yeah, later on, because the government said that costume, that shield, that's U.S. property. Technically, it is, you know. So you can understand to some degree, and with Kevin Feige and them running, they may want to go a little bit real with this, like, you know, yeah, like in a sense, like, is this because it also plays up to Nick Spencer's run, Sam Wilson, Captain America. I got tired of it, but I understood why he kept doing it. Anytime he showed up for a public speaking or something like that, there was always somebody in the back going, not my Captain America. And I used to be like, man, would you stop with that? Like, please stop with that. But after I understood why. Because in some hindsight, that is like legitimate, like, you're not such and such. You're not. Why should we go with you? Yeah, you're a soldier, but you're nothing like him. You're nothing like Steve Rogers or something like that. So the government makes their own super soldier again or something like that. But the fact is, like Steve Rogers and John Walker, who played Winter Soldier. I mean, John Walker didn't do the whole experiment that Project Rebirth. He got his powers through another means. There's a guy in the Marvel Universe called the Power Broker, who can, if you got the funds, he can give you the powers you want. And that's how John Walker got his powers. He wanted to have basically the mimic of Steve Rogers. So yeah, you got it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I really don't care about the Loki one. I really don't. I'm kind of done over. No offense to Mr. Hiddleston, but I'm just like I'm done with Loki. Like y'all pushed him to the moon. Like you buried him into the damn ground. Like of all the Asgardians, y'all pushed this guy to the damn ground. Like it's to the point it's like people root for him more than like you're supposed to be. And that's a testament to Hiddleston. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to WandaVision because we get to see an older Monica Rambeau. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to. I can't wait till they start showcasing the cast outside of like these other. Like, I want to know who they're going to cast as Kate Bishop because the Hawkeye, that's Clint passing on the mantle to Kate. What would also be cool is if they put Hawkeye's brother in it, Barney Barton, Trick Shot. I love that. That'd be great. And I digress. I'm sorry, guys. When y'all give me these questions, I'm gonna start going in. I go in. But why though? Can't he just be Shang's enemy? Yeah, I don't know. See, I don't know. That's just a theory. That's just IGN saying, and like don't listen too much into IGN. Like IGN is nothing like they used to be. I'll be a testament to that. They not. Favorite. I, honestly, I think it's a little too late to bring in the Mandarin after what happened in Endgame. Why? What is Endgame got to do with the Mandarin? That that should have nothing to do with the Mandarin. We knew he existed. We knew he was there once because once again, Ben Kingsley was not the real one. And then when you watch that one shot of him, it is said that the real Mandarin wants you dead. So it's like, yeah, and that right there was like, okay, they still have plans for him. It's only a matter of time for them to use them. That right there just is one reason why I like how Feige does things. Like there's always a plan. They have a blueprint. They stick to that blueprint. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how they play him off. And I think they're just going to play him off. They don't have to do that whole racist look for him. They can do that look where he just looks like a businessman, or he has the 10 rings embedded in his spine. So when he's using them, you see his spine like glowing. That'd be dope. I'm looking forward to it. I'm tired of people saying it's a racist character. I understand where they're coming from with it. Back in the 60s, yes. But the fact is, you can do it now and do it with just use the modern day look for him. Hey Chris, Goonies never say die. Yeah, never say die, Carol. I wish Overwatch single player campaign. I wish there was. Oh, you wish there was. Um, mm, I can understand where you're coming from, Travis. Like, but Overwatch was always a multiplayer game.
Here's the problem. The problem is, most of these multiplayer games, when there is a single player mode, 9 times out they're overshadowed because everybody goes straight to multiplayer.
Right.
And
I'm surprised they finally did this. The next Call of Duty's not having a single player mode.
Yeah, the next Call of Duty's not having
There's
this.
no single player story mode.
No, there's not.
And I'm like, I'm surprised it took you guys this long.
Yep. Oh yeah, there was one other. Usagi Ojimbo. Usagi is getting his own animated series. Yeah, getting his own animated series. I forgot. Man. Would you agree using the fake Mandarin in Iron Man 3 is one of the dumbest, worst movies done by the MCU? Iron Man 3, I say Iron Man 3 wasn't as bad as Thor Dark World. I just didn't like that they kind of gave us like, oh, the Mandarin, but yeah, it was just that red herring. It was like, that was dumb. But big ups to Ben Kingsley because, dude, hell of an actor. But it's just like, he could have had the Mandarin. Like,
Everybody was sold.
Everybody was sold on that too. It's like, oh, yeah, but then we find out he was just an actor. Marvel confirmed that the Hulk's injuries from using the Infinity War are permanent. Does that mean the Hulk doesn't have a healing factor? Now wait a minute. Now that's not Marvel. That was the Russo brothers that said that. Don't get it twisted. They don't control the overall, because Kevin Feige can say, oh yeah, Bruce healed over time. Because, and honestly, yeah, he should. The Hulk's healing, it was made of gamma radiation. That should have souped Bruce up to the supercharged him like, whoa, like, oh my God. Like, instead, his arm looked pretty much dead, like a crispy bacon. Like, it looked like if you burnt bacon. Like, that's how crispy. That's the Russo said that. That's not Marvel. Marvel didn't say that. The Russo said that. Kevin Feige easily said, no, he healed over time. The Hulk's healing factor is just as strong or yet even more powerful than Wolverine's. Let's not get it twisted. But as always, once again, this is some of the problems with the MCU is that they nerf some of their major powerhouses. The Hulk, Thor, Drax are three of them. And if somebody says, wait, Drax? I'm like, yes, Drax. Drax to destroy. Let me explain something to you about Drax. Okay, if somebody ever says that. If somebody ever says you Drax ain't no power, the fuck he is. Like, this guy was made to kill Thanos, which he's done. He's done it before. Like, for a lot of people that don't notice, Drax is not an alien. He was human. He was human. His soul was transferred into that green hulking body that you see now for the purpose of one to kill Thanos.
No, you gotta do Mick Foley as dude love. It's like, fame, honor, and Drax. His body was set in the grid. With one reason only, to destroy Thanos.
Right. So he's a major powerhouse. But and I thought, and I don't get me wrong, Dave Bautista does a great job. But when he's using his giant daggers, it comes off more like a child. Like, he's like, I'm like, no, don't. Yeah, like, no, But I don't get me wrong. I like what Dave Bautista has done. But yeah. Legion's death is also upsetting. Yeah, Legion's death was upsetting. Legion definitely. Music lover. Ha ha ha. Okay. Funniest character in the Mass Effect franchise, in your opinion? Joker. Played by Seth Green. He's definitely one. And what's the Solarian? Oh God, I'm forgetting his name. No, it's he oh God, what is his name? Oh, I gotta look this up. Shit. Okay, hold on. Oh man. Okay, hold on. Mortis. Mortis is funny. Yeah, he's funny. Morin is no. That's Samara's daughter.
Yeah, that's Samara's daughter.
Well, one of her daughters. My man, girls, hey, long time no see. What up, Mr. FB reactions, dude? I don't know why. You shouldn't. I'm still around, just doing other stuff. As always, this is me. Just uh, Marion, do you think Mass Effect Andromeda is a bad game? From what I'm playing, it's not bad. It's I haven't finished it, so I can't really give a real in. I have not finished that game. And I'm not joking about that. But yeah, uh, Predator the Warrior. So I just heard that Legendary has been greenlit by Top Tojo to make more Godzilla movies. This is true. Yeah, they're gonna make more. They're gonna make more. That is true. I think. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Chris has been doing this new thing. I know, dude. You ain't got to tell me what they're doing because I still keep in my contact. Still keeps me up to date with what's going on with the Try Reacts channel and everything like that. So they don't need to tell me. Uh, Toho, damn, yeah, I know her. Lost Senpai. Hey, Lost Senpai, what up? I felt sad. I, I felt sad. Char Krogan died. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Most painful looking nut shot you've seen on you. Yo, what the fuck, Marion? What? What the hell? Like, does it look like I go around watching nut shots? I don't. I did one reaction video to that, and that was it. I don't go around watching nut shots. So I refuse to answer that question on the grounds of I don't go around watching nut shot videos.
I think the one where the vacuum fell on.
Okay, yeah, but that was in the video I did. Yeah, that vacuum or what lawnmower. I don't care whatever. You don't have to tell me about new cast members, dude. I still keep up with what's going on. Okay, DC needs to get their game together and have their own Kevin Feige. Oh yeah, they tried that. They need their no, first of all, yeah. Let's put it like this: they need to get away from Warner Brothers because, but let's not get it twisted. Wonder Woman, Captain Marvel, Billy Batson, Aquaman, they were great. Those movies were great. Okay, that's a good start, but we need more.
No.
3 out of 4.
It wasn't 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, Justice.
Yeah. 3 out of 4. Yeah.
So 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4 ain't bad, but we need more, and but they definitely need their own studio, and where there's a head like Kevin Feige that don't need to answer to the powers that be that happen to be Warner Brothers. He can do whatever the hell he want. He doesn't have to answer to certain people. He don't. It's Warner Brothers, man. Let's see what else we got here. Nut shots. Greetings, my high lord. What's up, Nib? Silver Surfer again. What the fuck? Okay, Silver Surfer remake would not have the huge flaw one that kills another hit. One hit kills. That's what made. And once again, like I said, it's different time right now. And besides, that game was made by Acclaim. Where's Acclaim now? They ain't nowhere. Want to play a new Marvel game? Go play Ultimate Alliance 3. Just seeing the intros to some of the characters, like that badass intro for Iron Fist. My man Johnny Yun Bosch voicing Danny Rand was excellent. To see Daredevil get a cool ass intro was dope. You know, it was like, and then he basically they're in Shadowland and he's walking up and it's a kind of booby traps where arrows come shooting at him. He flips through them, picks up the other hidden, and he just flips through all of, and then he turns around and he's like, "You're welcome to follow me if you can." Turn around and it's Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Kamala Khan, and Spider-Man. And I'm like, that if I wrote that scene, I would have been like, that he said that, Peter would have been, I would have had Peter like, okay, and did everything just like that. I could do that too. Oh yeah, Luke. Oh, I just have Luke walk through it. Like it ain't gonna hurt me. Like it's arrows. It's spears. Whoop de freaking do. Like that stuff like that. Or just have Kamala just stretch over the whole thing. Like I got it. It was great. Yeah. Juan, think we'll see Charlie Cox as Daredevil again. You know what? I would not rule that out. I would not rule that out, my boys. If they can bring J.K. Simmons back for J. Jonah Jameson.
And there was a longer layover from him playing.
Yeah.
The first time. So.
I can see them not even thinking about, you know what? Let's just get a new actor because I still have a strong belief Daredevil is going to be in the next Spider-Man. That's where Daredevil is going to get introduced because Peter's going to need a fucking lawyer. Why not Daredevil? I know a lot of people say, well, this would be a good idea for Jennifer Walters. They do have history, but who has more history? Jen and Spidey or Daredevil and Spidey? Think about it. So yeah, I'm going with Charlie Cox still wants to play that character. He wants to play that character. And Charlie Cox is still in his 30s. Like, and I'm not saying that it's an excuse because Chadwick Boseman is in his 40s. Still, and he plays Black Panther. So it's not an age thing that's bothering me, but it's just like you want to see that. You don't want to see all the characters, especially under Netflix, get recasted. If they can help, especially if they were good at it, like they really define that character. And it's how they got, and yeah, it's how they got canceled. It's not Marvel's fault. That's Netflix's fault. They canceled the shows. And it started being a writing on the wall too. Once Daredevil got canceled, then another. Then Luke gets canceled. Then first Iron Fist. Nobody. I'm like, all right.
Okay, it seemed like.
But then,
was any of them to go?
Yeah.
What?
Then Daredevil. Then Luke Cage. Then Punisher. Then it's like, what the fuck is you doing? Like, what's going on? So then everybody's like, well, okay, that means Feige wants to use them. But the fact is, right now there's a thing called the Netflix clause, which is they're contractually, they cannot be used by Marvel until 2020. 2020 is only right around the corner. So once that's up, those characters are good to go. They can be used. And they're getting Daredevil sometime when they announced the sequel to Spider-Man, because yeah, they keep that under wraps. Okay. Yeah, that would be dope. Like Peter's in jail or something like that, and he just is like, I can't afford you or something like that, and he's like, It's okay, Mr. Parker. Like, and you just see Charlie Cox, that'd be dope. If there's any one of those, look, yeah, looking out for the little guy. Look, I said it before. Like Charlie Cox should stay. Um, I want, I want Mike Coulter to stay as Luke, but he's so freaking busy now. I don't think he did. And she even talked about it not too long ago, where she said what she really wanted to do with Misty's story. She said she wanted the golden arm, her real up to date arm, and she wanted Tony Stark to give it to her. I'm like, this girl knows what she's talking about, and because everybody knows, if you don't know, her arm was made by Tony Stark, not Danny. Now speaking of Finn Jones, that's somebody I can see replace somebody. Please replace him. I know I'm serious, but please replace him. The only time he really felt like Iron Fist to me was when he guest starred in somebody else's show.
Yeah, but it's not saying a lot.
Not saying a lot.
How are you better?
Yeah.
How are you better in somebody else's show?
Don't get me wrong. Iron Fist season 2 was better, but only by a little bit.
Yeah, it's like,
and so yeah, but John Burnoff stay as Punisher. He is Frank. Christian Hedwig, who plays Colleen, she could stay. I like her because she actually feels like she kind of is Colleen Wing. What I mean by that, the background, she's Caucasian and Asian, so yeah.
It didn't help that for most people, she felt like more of the main protagonist.
Right. Vincent D'Onofrio comeback is, and he wants to do it. So please, right? So yeah, man. Like those are some characters. Mostly everybody else. No, Christian. If she can come back, that'd be great. But if they can't get her back, then get somebody else to play. Even Elektra, I would want somebody else to play her. Don't get me wrong. Ali Lottie was far superior as Elektra than Jennifer Garner. Not saying much, but yeah. All right, just saying. Yo, Chris, question for you. Have Luke Cage and Tombstone fought each other? Yes, they have. Your favorite Sega saga in Dragon Ball Z, GT, fuck GT, and Super. I read it wrong. It says Saga. Dragon Ball. My favorite probably is the when Goku fought Piccolo at the tournament, when I forgot what saga they call that, but yeah, that's my favorite saga, where Goku beats everybody, and he beats Tien Shinhan. I love that. Like, he's all like, okay, he's like, wait, can we wait a minute for a second? Like, can I take off some clothes real quick? And he's like, and Tien Shinhan is like, sure, you can. All right, go ahead. No matter what, you're still gonna lose. So he takes off his shirt. You know how Goku wears weighted clothing, and this is the first time he actually shook it. He's like, push, drop, and Tien Shinhan's face when it dropped was hilarious. And then he took off the shoes, and then you just see Goku just get extremely fast, which honestly is not unrealistic. If you wear weighted clothing and you take it off, yeah, your body's gonna feel more light, and because now it's got to get back used to that type of, yeah. So it was great. Dragon Ball Z would probably be the Frieza Namek saga. That's probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite. I didn't like the Garlic Jr. saga. What a waste. You bring a character from the movies into of all the characters that you could have incorporated into the series. You bring Garlic Jr. You gonna bring Garlic Jr.? Word? Yeah, the vampire bites. That was stupid. Um, you know, things like that. Like the Android Saga was good, but yeah, pretty much like that. Let's see. Um, what do people don't know is that Galactus hates to devour planets. It's not that he hates, yeah, he because he can't help it. Um, he can't help that he is that way. He can't help that. So technically, but it's like when he became the life bringer, that was what he was. He loved being the life bringer. When the Ultimates fixed him, they loved it. They loved him. He loved being that. And when he had to give that up to return back to being, he was really upset about that. Uh, Doctor Doom, Caroline, that is my favorite villain. Juan, would you disagree with a person saying an objective, terrible quality movie doesn't exist? Nope. Travis, I was watching Comic Tropes video on Spider-Man Clone Saga. Oh God, Clone Saga. I would like to see what if Yondu delivered a young Peter Quill to Ego. We don't know what all the other stories are going to be, but it's going to be incorporated throughout the MCU. Like, what if this happened or something like that? But right now, the first one will be what if Peggy Carter was Captain America, and it kind of did that in Exiles. Uh, uh, there was it'll be kind of cool to see Nuke in the show. Yeah, that'd been cool. Okay. Have you noticed that the flawed persons recognizing the Power Rangers AM, and other superheroes that don't alter their voices to be different? Oh yeah, yeah, it's all right. What up, Chris? What up, AJ? Have you seen the new Lion King? No, I have not. I have a lot of friends that have. Some are impartial to it. They don't like. Some feel like they didn't need to do it. Um, some people hate it. I've heard people hate it. Um, it Now there's rumors that the original animators hated it. You know, I've heard somebody say they took out some key moments. I don't know. I haven't seen it. You know, and I don't know. I may not even go see it. I may just wait. I know that the Mulan, I'm definitely gonna see. Uh, uh, Rafiki.
He doesn't talk.
Rafiki don't talk.
He don't talk. I'm not sure that's true. And you know, I was looking. I don't think I heard like a voice actor for him.
I thought they had a voice actor for Rafiki. Okay. Am I the only one would wants who wants Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends reboot? I wouldn't mind a Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. They could do it. I mean, the only thing is I want good animation. I don't want that same animation they got now with the Marvel cartoon. No, I hate that animation. I hate it. It's so lazy.
Where Iceman's in a stove.
It's lazy. Yeah, which is stupid. Yeah, like Iceman, he doesn't melt like that. Like that's so stupid. Is what is Pasta Pot Pete one of the lamest names for a super? Yeah, that's kind of funny. Pasta Pot Pete sounds funny. Uh, Darth says because the Mandarin is an Iron Man villain, not a Shang-Chi villain. Yeah, and here's the thing: they've already done that before, where they've taken villains that are associated with other and put them in other. For example, the Ghost was in Ant-Man and the Wasp. What does the Ghost mostly be with? Iron Man. Um, They took who else I could say? Um, hmm, no, pretty much. But yeah, they've done it before, and it's fine. It's fine that he's gonna be the villain. I got no problem with that. I got no issue with that.
I don't think it's a case of where it's a stretch to believe that the Mandarin could be a Shang-Chi. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, it's not a stretch. Yeah, exactly. It's not a stretch to believe that the Mandarin couldn't be a Shang-Chi villain. The problem with Shang-Chi is he has villains, but a lot of his villains are very obscure villains, like Doomfist. This is a guy. Yeah, yeah. There's a villain named, but instead of he's not like the Doomfist from Overwatch. He has his hands are literally knives, swords. He has no real hands. It's, Zataran could be a villain. You know, hell, I even said they could have used the Gorgon because after a while, Shang-Chi and the Gorgon, you know, the guy who killed Wolverine in Enemy of the State, they became like mortal enemies. It was great too to watch. Yo, you see the Tekken season 3 trailer, new characters, Wing Chun character. No, I have not, and I could see that. What up, Rick? Yo, Jason, have you ever thought about if you disagree or agree with the saying, "You can do anything if you set your mind to"? I agree with that. Why would a person say Thor didn't lose to Ghost Rider after seeing the? You gotta beat him, like beat him. Thor has faced demons way powerful than Zarathos. Just think about that. Like you can go, he got back up. Like it didn't lose. Like
here's the one. What Thanos did to Hulk in the first act. Yeah. That was a loss.
Yeah.
Hulk took that L. Yeah. He was down and out for the count, and then had to get back up.
Can't wait for the Power Rangers TMNT and hearing there's going to be a Turtle Ranger helmet for the cover. Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that I read that that new crossover. I don't know, is it called Versus TMNT? I really wish they stopped doing that. I don't care about Versus. Hey, God, let's see what else. Is Joker a delusional man with his whole psychology? He doesn't have a choice to not choose the wrong path. Delusional man. I wouldn't say he's delusional. He just he made his choice. So after hearing your nerfing on some of the major Marvel character explanations, does that mean they're trying to play off Captain Marvel as the most powerful, considering Thanos had more trouble with her? Yes. I mean, not even. I
don't think that was
not the initial plan, but it was stated. Feige stated, Captain Marvel will be the most powerful character we ever bring to the screen. And if you saw her movie, saw what she did, it was like, holy shit, okay. They put her on a Superman level. So when she came in Endgame, they basically did the whole Superman when he fought Steppenwolf. When Superman came on that field in Justice League versus Steppenwolf, Steppenwolf had nothing against him. Soon as he came, it was over. It was like,
unlike Carol, Superman didn't get touched.
Yeah, unlike Carol, but Carol got touched. But the fact is, I like to use wrestling terms with Carol. They pushed Carol so strongly, and even when Thanos and her going at it, Thanos used to try to do his famous headbutt. Carol ate that and was like, "Bitch, please, like, that's all you got." Like, and it had to she was going to take it. It had to take him to remove the Power Stone just to knock her off him. That right there, basically, in terms, what did that do, Malcolm? Wrestling terms.
It protected Carol.
It protected Carol of, oh shit, like
Because,
he,
it wasn't
yeah.
like, oh, she got knocked
She,
out
yeah.
by a regular thing.
Yeah.
No, it had to take the power of the power just to knock her.
Right. It had to take, in wrestling terms, it had to take the power of the power gem to literally get Carol off of him. Protected her. But if you think about also, the whole concept of the end game really put a big focus. That's why I get so tired of hearing people say the women of Marvel did nothing for this movie. I'm like, what the fuck were you watching? What the hell were you? Scarlet Witch herself could have ended this. She could have. She was going to. She would have ended that movie right there. That whole, if she is Scarlet, soon as she came down, I turned to a mother and daughter and mother and son sitting next to me. I was like, look at those eyes right there. Look at, you see them eyes right there? She gonna fuck him up right now. And what we saw, boom, she had him beat. All she had to do was just do some, just you know how like Elizabeth loved to do the stuff with her hands. You know, she really plays into the hand stuff. Like she could have easily like ripped his heart out. Like remember when she did the she was ripping him apart. So literally, I hate when I hear that they did nothing for the women. Valkyrie took down a ship by herself. Just cut that. It was like, wait, what are you talking about? So yes, in some hindsight, yes, but it wasn't planned for Carol to.
Yeah, because they was nerfing Thor.
Yeah, but
and way before
yeah, like before Captain Marvel, even like after Incredible Hulk, Hulk got nerfed. Like I saw Hulk getting nerfed from that moment on. I'm like, he's a lot stronger than that. Thor is a one thing I don't like about MCU Thor is he relies too much on that hammer. His reliance on that hammer. He's got. It's like I'm looking at this. I'm like, do you guys don't understand Thor? He can fight without that hammer. He is the most powerful Asgardian outside of Odin there is in combat, hand combat, unarmed combat, even without Mjolnir. But he's
and even though it's a great scene,
yeah,
and it's almost like whoever wrote it, great that scene was. It wasn't like when he came back, he was doing all this stuff with hand. I was like, no, it's like, well, oh crap, I don't have to use the Thor, but I'm still using my thunder. But it's like we never seen a scene where Thor is doing all this just with his hands,
right?
Because but I do like, yeah, what do you?
Thor, yeah, I love that scene with Anthony Hopkins. No, Sir Anthony Hopkins, where he basically was saying like, "Are you Thor, God of Hammers?" Or you know, basically him saying like the hammer is just what helps you channel the lightning. That's you know.
So I was like, man, it had to.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's like there's stuff like that. I was like, so yeah, those characters have gotten nerfed. Thor's gotten nerfed. Thor's been nerfed. You know, Hulk's been nerfed.
Yeah, but it definitely does feel as soon as Kevin Feige announced that Captain Marvel was going to be the strongest, it's almost like what they backed with some characters. Like now, we can't have any other characters.
Yeah.
Have more of a problem because since I announced that she's going to be the most powerful, we got to keep that going.
It's almost that's but then
as we both witnessed.
Yeah.
We was watching what's the scientist?
Grossi.
Yeah. And I agree with him. I'm like, well, this is the problem. When you announce somebody as the strongest, there's going to come some backlash when it's a case of where, well, if they're so strong, how come they still needed help of all these other people?
Right.
So with Carol, it's like, the A is going to be strong. She's going to be strong enough to the point where her story is just bland, which is why I say they need to do Rogue.
Yeah, like it because you're gonna have to up the ante of.
Or if she's around other characters,
yeah,
they're going to just be playing second to the point where it's all like, but wait, why does Carol need them? And if she's supposed to be the strongest,
like
why does she?
Yeah, like
why does
he
need a Hawkeye? Why does she need them?
Like Dr. Neil deGrasse, right? Yeah, that's his name. He talked about it like he was like, if because in hindsight it is true. It's like whatever they do next for the Avengers, it's like there are people always talking about, yeah, well, Carol's going to be on the team. Like if she's on the team, like does she really need to be on the team? Like it's to the point where it's also just like, look, she's so powerful. It's like it does put you in a bad corner now. It's like you're gonna either have to have somebody who is at her level, or it's kind of they kind of took that Superman route. You know how people always say like, well, but he wins in the end because nobody's at his level. But it's like, to me, it's like when you start introducing all these other characters, especially like the cosmic characters. I hear that if they really want to do Richard Rider Nova, he's on that level. Like, ew, don't nerf him. Especially if he's the Nova Prime. Don't nerf that. You bring in somebody like Blue Marvel. He's on that same level as Carol. Like, don't nerf him. You can't nerf him. No, yeah, don't do it. Like, that's my biggest problem with how they've done Carol. Is like, yes, she is kind of like the Superman of the MCU, and that's going to paint a real bad moment for her. And I'm not saying like, oh, you can't have a strong female character. I got nothing against that. That's not about her being female. It's just that she's so overly PO'd now. It's like, where do we go with this? Where do we go?
And not just that, the fact that you're announcing that she will be the strongest character. So it's like, well, now, like I said, you can't make any other newer character stronger than her, because if you do, then you're going to have to wait a minute. I thought you guys said that Carol's going to be stronger. Oh, well.
Yeah, you got to.
Now you're going to have to come up, well.
Right.
Up until that point.
Okay, let me see. Moving on. So, sorry. Do you think the quantum realm saved Ant-Man from getting dusted, or he was just like, no, the quantum realm? That's why he survived. He was stuck in the quantum realm for 5 years, but it was only a couple of seconds for him in the real world. Would you like to see Dr. Doom as a phase villain? Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Like Dr. Doom is another one of those villains. Like we're waiting, and to me, if Feige ever announces, which he hasn't announced yet, but he did say it's honest to God know that Phase 5, Fantastic Four is in that. We know it's in that, but if Feige comes on and says we're gonna do everything you saw with Doom differently, believe him when he says that.
If he didn't already, I think he accomplished his word being his bond with his whole Thanos comment.
Yep, he
said that
like
you're gonna realize why we built him up for over these 5 years.
Yep.
It's like, yeah.
Yep. Like believe, like
told him to it, but it's like after Infinity, once Infinity, I was like, all right, yeah.
God damn, like I'm serious. Like when I
will never doubt, have a reason to doubt you again.
Exactly. When I hear people were like, man, they're gonna fuck up this guy, I'm like, trust Feige. Like if he says he's gonna, trust him. Like that's why I am not scared about what they do with Blade, because everybody's all like, well, it's not gonna be rated R. It's like R-rated. Let's break that down right there. R-rated. What incorporates R-rated? You're seeing more explicit things like blood splatter and maybe excessive language, things like that. Does Blade need bad language? Honestly,
Yeah,
does it?
Does excessive bad language
Does excessive bad language make Blade a better movie, a good movie? No, it didn't. Now we're talking about vampires, so yes, there's got to be some blood in it. Yeah, because it's like you can't. They're vampires, okay? Blood sucking fiends. Like, yo, that's got to be a case. But every time I say that, I say, watch Winter Soldier again, and you tell me that this was like Disney or so. Disney has gone sometime in a way of like, whoa. But look at that scene when I always go back. I say, go look at that scene when Bucky chases down Fury in Steve's apartment and shoots the crap. You literally see bullets hitting him. I'm like, oh my god! Like you're like, whoa! Like that's out of control. But you literally see bullet pop, 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 pop. Oh, and he just falls out. I so and then it's then you go, yeah, you got to say watch Endgame. No, not watch it. Go watch Infinity War. Like how dark that got. Okay, and then but then it's like the darkness is not going to mean anything unless you still tell a good story around it. And I'm so looking forward to how they approach Blade. And Blade is definitely going to be for Phase 5. Okay, it's going to be for Phase 5. I'm looking forward to seeing how they incorporate something different than what we saw with Blade. The biggest standpoint is staying more true to the source material. That's one section. Like explain that Blade was there is no Whistler. Blade was trained by another guy by the name of Jamal, and that's where you can bring in Wesley. That's where I would bring Wesley Snipes in. Like he trains Mahershala Ali's Blade, and that's Feige's way of saying thank you.
You can do a metaverse version of passing the torch.
Right.
But here's an example of a movie being rated R. But it's not necessarily because it was rated R why it was such a great movie. Logan.
Yeah, Logan. Yeah,
Logan from Power Window. Everybody saw that it was going to be rated R. I was like, oh, it's finally what we wanted.
Yeah.
We finally want a Wolverine movie rated R. Even though I always say you can have a Wolverine movie rated R, that doesn't mean automatically it's going to be good. You just really want to see him let loose. And yeah, there's part.
Yeah, there's a part. Yeah, there's.
You want to see Wolverine let loose. Like you did Deadpool. Now there's certain grounds. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get the most mileage in a PG or a PG-13. Deadpool's got to be rated R.
Yeah,
that works for him. But Wolverine, it's like, when you talk a deep story, you got it. And Logan, despite being rated R, told a deep story and had emotion and everything. That okay, you take it now. Granted, if it's not rated R, you probably don't get all the scenes with X-24, which was nightmarish.
Yeah,
everybody said when they first saw that scene, they first thinking, "Oh, this is a nightmare." Oh no, this ain't a nightmare. This is really happening. Like, oh crap, it was scary.
Right.
But that is a case of where a movie be even Daredevil.
Right.
Daredevil, Netflix. Yes, it was gritty, but the story
of it was so strong
that it could have been that way without seeing Kingpin smash somebody's head in with the car door.
Yeah. Jason Cases. What common wrong complaint about Superman besides Superman is a bland character? He's too powerful. That's definitely one. Not bland. You can't relate to him. He's not relatable. That's another trope that is always used. He's not as cool as Batman. That's one of the main ones.
But all those things can just be summed up with one explanation. Superman as a character is only as good as who writes him.
Right.
He is definitely a character that, depending on the writer, you're either going to get his stories are bland, or you're going to get, he's actually engaged. All-star Superman. That told a great story.
Yeah, that was a good story.
Kingdom Come.
Kingdom,
Okay.
Jesus, Kingdom Come.
All
was
right,
great.
but you'll probably get to like many people have said, as monumental as it is. For what I hear, people talk about the Death of Superman is a horrible told story. It's just monumental.
Oh yeah.
Superman died.
The Death of Superman. Yeah.
You actually look into comics, if you base it off a story, it's not good.
If you really read that story fully from issue to issue, it's a bad story. It's really bad. It's structured so wrong.
It's just monumental back on what it did.
Funniest moment for Kamala Khan, that's too hard because there's been a bunch of moments. I noticed, huh?
I didn't even think her character had a funny.
It's funny because she's the biggest nerd. So any character, any Marvel character she comes in contact with, she like knows their whole stats and this and that, and she goes geek on them. It's hilarious. I noticed Jack Slate, the badass Dead Rights protagonist, is mostly Wesley Snipes, a badass action hero with one-liners and great hand-to-hand combat skills. He's kind of a mixture of.
I didn't think of him just Wesley.
No, I didn't think of him just as Wesley. He's John McClane. He's a bunch of characters. There's too many characters in there.
Had a dog with
nobody really. No other. Oh, by the power. Yeah, I was about to say Hooch, but by the power of Grayskull, I have the power. He-Man, yeah. Okay, okay. Do you think Charlie Cox would be a good Bruce Wayne and Batman? Rather, yeah, but I love him as Daredevil. He's Daredevil. He's not Batman. He will always be. Burnoff better come back as Frank. I don't see anybody else playing that character but him. He's another one that wants to come back. I don't know if you've seen but Hobbs and Shaw yet, but all I'm gonna say is there's an Easter egg I caught, and it might be from Wrestling Fit. Yeah, I heard there's like an Easter egg in there. I haven't seen it yet. Damn straight, dude. Okay. Would Joker fail to say some dumb joke if he was fighting Spawn? I think he said. Didn't he say something in Spawn versus Batman? I think he was in there. I can't remember.
I still feel Joker will not get far with punch.
Nope. This is from Caroline. Do you think we'll see the villain? Who do you want to see the villain be the villain in Thor: Thunder and Lightning? Enchantress. That's who I want to see. Enchantress. That this is the perfect time to bring her in, and you could easily kind of explain where she's been. Like maybe she was exiled. That's kind of the perfect way to bring in those Asgardians that we did not see. Is some of them were exiled, especially the bad ones. Like,
and then after all you gotta really show is what they can do. Like, okay, I don't need any normal. I don't really need any real explanation of why they were exiled. Oh, I see why they were exiled. They're not good people.
Yeah, Enchantress is not. What's the name who plays Sif has said that she would love to come back. Because her scheduling is kind of like the only reason why she couldn't come back was because of her show on NBC. That took up a lot of her time. Yeah, Blind Spot, and I think it's coming to an end soon. So yeah, dream movie: Spider-Man, Daredevil, and Punisher versus Fist as the mayor. That'd be crazy. I like the latest Spider-Man issue when Craven had all the Spidey's animal type trapped in the. Oh yeah, that was really good. Anytime they bring Craven back into the comics, I'm reading. Would any John Wayne racist cowboy character be shut up by Cesar Chavez? What the fuck? Man, I guess. Oh, what the hell? I'm talking about John Wayne. Evan B.E. Oh, what up? Do you think Daredevil will get renewed on another stream service or be rebooted into the MCU. Yep, as he is going right back into the MCU. I hope Feige keeps Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin. No one else can replace that role. The best MCU character with Thanos. Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio killed Kingpin. No disrespect to Michael Clark Duncan, no disrespect at all, but Vincent D'Onofrio captured everything I wanted with Wilson Fisk. I'm like, that's Wilson Fisk. Yeah, he kind of had like a childlike mentality at times, but then you can understand why he was like that. Like, especially when you always saw him in front of a white wall. I was like, okay, when they did that backstory, and I'm like, Jesus, but yeah, I can only see him and just his mannerism, how he spoke as, as so beginning, and he like it'll rise up for a minute and get deeper, like like yeah, my apologies, and stuff like that. But he was great. He's just so good, and what would be cool is if they incorporate a little bit of the shows. Like, I think that'd be cool. I mean, Predator eats other animals. Okay, Galactus is more of a force of nature rather than a supervillain. Bingo. Smart. Z-Man Overstreet. Did you hear about the baby Thanos in the Eternals movie? Oh wow, they're gonna do that. Well, I don't know about that. Wow, that's interesting because what they're saying is with the Eternals is that they're mortals, which is true. And we're gonna see them before all this stuff. So that hey, they could have been on Titan and see baby Thanos. Uh, John Case says Catwoman is an awful movie, and Halle Berry can called it a god awful piece of shit. Hard to say no to such things as terrible quality movie. For example, Battlefield Earth, Superman 4. Yeah. Is there any logical reason for a person to believe that ruthless, well intentional extremist Sinestro could change and be a good guy? Sinestro never believes he's wrong. Yeah, kind of. I guess this it's the same way, like Sinestro. Sinestro. Sinestro looks at himself as like, yeah, he's never wrong, and we've seen characters like that before. So like I can understand it. It is the truth. Maybe they could have the hand at least mentioned in Shang-Chi. I would like that. Well, we do know that the 10 rings, so yeah. Um, Worst beating you've seen Thor get in the comic. I've answered that before. Thor, the worst beating I've seen him. Yeah, I've answered that before. Okay, bro, real talk. Shang-Chi versus Shredder. Who takes it? Ooh. Ooh, that's a good fight. However, I still think in the end, Shredder will lose. It's look, Shredder is good, but he has not perfected himself like Shang has. I think a lot of people misunderstand Shang. This man has perfected his body mentally and physically. Like the things he can do, no normal person should be able to do. Like like stuff like that. Like he has no powers. And yet later on they did give him a power that he can make duplicates of himself. But that's duplicates. Meaning, other than that, he's still just a normal man. He does stuff. It's kind of like how people don't classify Iron Fist as superhuman in the comics, but the stuff he can do is like, what the hell? Like, because basically in a sense, it's internally, that's basically him charging his fists and everything. That's his chi. That's his energy. We all have chi. He just can show it. Like he just can manifest it into what you see when he uses his fists, and he can use both hands. It's not just one. But yeah, depends on which version. No, don't depend on which version. No, it's over. No.
What depend on what?
I'm for Shredder. Even if you do IDW Shredder, Shang's taking it. Perfect. Not even questioning that. I don't care which Shredder you choose. Shang is gonna find a weakness in that armor. And bam, it's over. I would say probably Shredder. You if you're looking at it from just because he's got that armor, that is the wrong way to look at Shang.
This is also what I gotta say. If the Turtles
Can beat him.
can beat Shredder, it's no stretch to believe
Right.
that Shang-Chi, who read for martial
Right.
arts,
So
it's no stretch
to believe.
If the Turtles can beat Shredder, then Shang-Chi can and probably do worse to Shredder.
Exactly. That is the perfect analogy right there.
Where I would say my money would not be on Shang-Chi 100% if you did Shang-Chi versus Akuma.
There you go. But that's a fight he would love to do too.
Right.
But yeah, who's the biggest jobber in comics? One is probably Stiltman. Definitely one. Over 500 years of battle experience. Also has the experience of Shang-Chi would be beaten.
Who has 500 years?
Shredder. He's not that old. You do know that, right? He's not that old.
Wait, when did Shredder become a 500-year-old person?
The IDW using that. Shang, no. Once again, like I said.
But I got a question. Has the IDW Shredder has Splinter beaten him?
Yep.
Older Splinter.
Yep.
Hand to hand.
Yep.
So
yeah.
Who asked that question? Who asked that question? Who?
Tyler asked the question.
Tyler
asked it, but other people.
Well, who's the one that said that?
It's Kai.
Okay, well, if Splinter, who's older, this is not prime Splinter, has beaten him, and this is true, he's beaten IDW.
Yeah, Shredder. And even took over. He's the leader now of the foot.
So I would like to believe somebody like Shang-Chi, who's in the prime of his life, will beat Shredder.
Yep.
If Splinter and the Turtle can beat Shredder, there's no stretch to believe that Shang-Chi can't be. There's no stretch to believe that Iron Fist couldn't beat Shredder.
Oh God. Yeah.
And there's no stretch. There's no stretch to believe. I don't think there's a stretch to believe that Lady Shiva would beat him.
Oh God. Oh, that'd be great. I'd love that. Let's see. Okay.
And that's not me knocking Shredder. I like Shredder as a villain, but I'm just saying, like, yo, come on, let's be really.
All right, moving on. Let's see. What do you think of? Okay, what do you think of Young Justice season 3? I have not watched the last episode yet, but It's being talked about now because Calder is gay, I believe, like, or he's bisexual. I don't know, because he did like girls at one point. So yeah, but yeah, he kissed the boy. So okay, but yeah, they're really pushing this season a lot, in terms of the themes like that they couldn't do on Cartoon Network, but it's good so far. Um, should they have Rogue take some of Carol's powers just to de-nerf her? You mean? First of all, you guys are always spelling Rogue wrong. Y'all saying Rouge. It's Rogue, not Rouge. It's Rogue, not Rouge, which is red in French. No, but whenever they bring in the X-Men, yeah, they should do something like that. Like they probably gonna have to. Like, okay, we may have to nerf her, or put her in a coma. But being the fact that Brie Larson has signed a 7-picture deal, she's got like 5, 6 movies. Well, no, she had 5 movies. She's got like 5 movies left on her contract. So yeah. Stream lagging. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I keep seeing that pop up once in a while, like the lagging. Jesus. Strength of the lion or strength of a panther, and why? You've asked me this before, Marion. Like you're rehashing questions that you've asked before. That's not good. But if I was to say any strength of a lion, panther's strong, but not stronger than a lion. I would have more of a grace than. Can you explain why people like the idea of them being a fifth turtle like Venus, Janna, and even Kirby from them? Not never liked the whole fifth turtle idea. I like it. Look, I've even had the idea of making 6 of them. Like I don't mind it at all. The story had build. That's the main thing. TV show. And there's that damn thing again. Connection unstable. What the fuck? Stop. Okay. Venus was never really built. Like she was in that god awful TV show, and it was just like, and to me, I was like, who the hell is this? I always thought it'd be cool to see a female turtle, but I wanted build. And so we got it in the story now where she got it, but because of a blood transfusion, because Leo gave his blood to save her life, and her blood mixing with his mutagenic blood. There you go. And what was the first animal she touched? Turtle. Boom. There you go. I got no issues with it. It's all about build, not about just like the idea that's stupid. Like Kevin Eastman can do whatever the hell he wants. It's his creation, his co-creation. Everybody goes Kevin Eastman, but Peter Lard had a lot to do with it too. Like, give him that. You hear me all the time say about, I hate when people say Bob Kane. No, there was another man that helped Bob Kane create Batman. But for a long time, it was always Bob Kane. And I would always say, no, Bill Finger helped too. Bill Finger designed what he was going to look like. He did this. The point is, it's about build. And for me, I even wrote a fan fiction, which I should publish on my fan fiction page. Of instead of 4, there was originally 6, and there was 2 females. So there was Leo, Mikey, Donnie, Raph, and 2 female sisters. and I think I did have Venus, but the other one, I forgot what I named her. I had a lot of fun writing that too. Um, but I did use a lot of Renaissance names. I think I went down the list of. I didn't call her Mona Lisa. I called her something else. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I still think I may publish that. I haven't published it yet, but I had a lot of fun writing it. But it's all about build. It's build. If you build it perfectly, you really shouldn't complain, because if storytelling wise it's working, then that's fine. But so people there's just some things that people don't want change to. And yeah, it's great to see four brothers, but there's also a sense of like, there's always room for more. Now, I would never want the turtles to get too big. You know, I've always said, for me it's going to be hard because now there's five. I don't like odd numbers. I don't like odd number teams. I'm dead serious about that. I have a big itch with that. Like, you know, odd number. Give me an even number team. So yeah, we'll have to see. All right, moving on. I'm particular to Slash. Slash is an unofficial member. Yeah. Alucard from Helsing, overpowered, but he's cool. Alucard is a beast too. He's sick too. When that motherfucker is smiling at you, be somewhere else. Let's see. Um, Thor has defeated more powerful Rassos, except that doesn't matter since he couldn't damage a full-powered Thor, Ghost Rider, and it wasn't standing at one attack. Ghost Rider won, and Thor. You still on that? One time. Okay. Really? Still on that. Moving on. Let's go. Shang-Chi and Yujiro Hanma. That would be a fight too. I'd love that. That'd be another good one. That's a definitely. That'd be really good. I love that. Um, that's a good fight. That is a good fight. If Yujiro Hanma could give Ali props, it is no question that he wouldn't give Shang props. Because once again, the thing is that if you don't understand Shang-Chi, you're writing him off right away. This is a guy who has beaten Doctor Doom. It is magically binded. It has alchemy. Because Doctor Doom is an alchemist as well. This is the same guy that beat Wolverine. He has faced the Gorgon, guy who killed Wolverine. He has, and once again, you also got to put in effect like anime, manga, and American comics. Two different things sometimes. But of course, people are going to say this because they don't understand this. But of course, once again, these are all fictional characters. Correct? Right. But Shang is the best hand-to-hand combat competitor in the Marvel Universe. They're people that go to him to learn martial arts. They don't go to nobody else. They don't go to Wolverine. They go to him. Where do you think Spider-Man learned his style from? Shang-Chi. Shang is, it was always looked at when he first came out. It was always, who's the better martial art? Shang or Iron Fist? It was always them neck and neck. Danny Rand once told Luke Cage, his brother from another mother, he said, Luke asked him in a fight, one-on-one, no holds barred, no hold, meaning all out. You and Shang, who would win? Danny came out and said straight up, Luke, if I don't use this, he could, and even if I do use this, he can beat me. Danny knows the respect that Shang is. And I'm not saying that Yujiro Hanma is not respected, because there's been a lot of people that have tried to beat him and have lost. Baki finally beat him. Baki beat him. And how long did it take Baki to beat him? And once again, you're talking about somebody who's trained his whole life in the art of combat against somebody who, like Baki, he trained for a long time and always improved himself. Shang does it too. He's never satisfied. He is the quintessential Bruce Lee of the Marvel Universe. That is it. And we all know how Bruce Lee was in terms of just physical, mentally. It would be a hell of a fight. And to me, it's coming down to not skill. It's coming down to the physical body. And Yujiro Hanma has a credible body. So yeah, man, like that. Say what you want. It's a fight. It's a fight. And I'd love it. I would love it. Moving on. Furry, okay. Lost Senpai. Gorg versus Ghost Rider. Are we talking about the God Killer? The guy from Thor who was going around killing other gods? Or are we talking about somebody else? There's another Gorg. Wilson Fisk versus Tobias Whale. Wilson Fisk all the way. Love Hallie in the suit, in that suit. Okay. Tobias, look, don't get Tobias Whale twisted what you see on Black Lightning. Comic wise, he is nothing like that. He's just a big fat man. Like, his body is fat. Kingpin, only 2% of his body is fat. And he's like 400 pounds. So 398 pounds of pure muscle. He is agile as a cat. Yeah, people don't talk about how agile Kingpin is. And yeah, he knows sumo and judo. Like, it's crazy. How do you Dr. Doom will be? How do you feel? I don't know. Are you trying to? The question is written weird. How do you Dr. Doom will be in the MC? I mean, how do I feel he's gonna be in the MC? I don't know. Like, he better be from Latveria. He better be an alchemist as well. Like, he's not. He can do magic too, because yes, he can. And he better have his own theme. Like, that's one thing for sure.
I would go and say I wouldn't mind if Doom that actually can say that he has
Marvel 616 version of Captain America versus Liquid Snake. Who? Oh God, Cap would kill Liquid. Oh God, he won't kill him, but he'd beat him in a fight. Yeah, liquid snake. Yeah, are you crazy? Like, if you'd have said maybe like like vamp or something like that, okay, I'd have been a little okay. But liquid, please. Who do you think would win, Shredder or Silver Samurai? Uh, I go Shredder.
Yeah.
I'll go Shredder. Samurai's he's good, but Wolverine beats him all the time. Wolverine cut off his hand. Like it's like okay. Favorite Alucard moment in Helsing? I'm not even going with that. There was some crazy moments with Helsing. Too many. What do you think makes Kamala Khan such a great character in your opinion? She's one of us. She's written like one of us. That's the best way to describe her. She's written like us. Like, what would you do if you got powers and you're in this world full of other heroes that you look up to and you get to meet them and you're like, oh my God, you're Thor. I know everything about you. That's me. That's me. That's you. That's anybody. She's written. That's why it's not just it's written like that. It's the way she's written is us. It's just like us. Like I'm not really I don't mind her being a Muslim and everything, that's fine, but she is written like how we would probably be in the Marvel universe. If we got shot in the Marvel universe and somebody just said, "Okay, you got powers now too. Here you go." And you saw Daredevil and you teamed up with him in a fight, you'd be like, "Oh, Mr. Daredevil, can I get a selfie with you?" Like, yo, like that would be me in some way. Okay, I'm just saying. Um, have you seen the new Baki on Netflix? I watched that before it even hit Netflix. So yeah, I watched the whole thing. Hope they come back with another one. Yeah, I before Baki even went to Netflix, I was already watching that. So and so while y'all had to wait for the other dubbed episodes, I had already finished that. If I was like, man, I don't care about dubbed episodes, especially. Don't get me wrong. I thought Troy Baker did a good job voicing Baki, but I'm the type of person that loves you know subtitle, keeping it with its original dialogue. There are some animes I like dubbed, and there's some I don't. Dragon Ball is one of them. I rather hear them in the original dialogue than the dubbed because to me they don't give off the same oomph like the Japanese actors do. And even especially the actor who plays Goku in dubbed, he is a far cry from the original actress. Yes, it's a woman that plays Goku, and she's in her late 80s, and she's been doing it since the 80s. Yeah, you compare go watch him pull off his Kamehameha wave compared to her. Far cry. It's like far cry. Way better. Okay. Maybe you're thinking Rouge the Bat. Yeah, yeah, you guys are yeah, Rouge. See, yeah, it's Rogue. Yeah, see, making that joke. That's funny. Yeah. Are you amazed, He-Man? Are you amazed, He-Man that name is not just uncreated, the name is also redundant. Wait, what? Are you trying to basically are you trying to say that He-Man's name is stupid?
Oh,
Is
oh, I get it.
is that what you're trying to say? Uh, uh,
He said because the first part of his name
yes, he.
is a pronoun.
Yeah, it's a pronoun of it. Yeah,
it's the noun man.
right. Yeah,
So he pronoun.
yeah.
Like
He
is
man.
a man.
Right.
He
I
man.
get it, but the fact is, I I don't really look at it like that. I'm not even. Man, you looking at that way too hard, dude. Like, damn,
I
like
think what he said that, and when you really think about it, it's not that clever. You just took E and
yeah. I'm saying that, yeah, but you're looking at it way too hard. Like, don't do that, because that's kind of how Dr. Gracie was looking at it. Like, you're looking at it way too hard. Like, don't look at it like that.
I don't think it's because I'm not surprised. Some people 80 was like, yeah, that's kind of a.
I mean, there is a point, like
He-Man.
it makes it's like, yeah, okay, He-Man, good hero. It's like, I'm really not looking at it like that.
If you think about the Usos,
yeah, Usos,
basically their brothers. The name means cousin.
Yeah,
so
but yeah,
they're
cousins. Like if I look at somebody like, let's see, another the Thundercats, like I always found Lino kind of a funny name, like Lion O, like okay, Lion O, but it's it's just the He-Man that's pretty funny though. I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty.
It's just the pronoun and the actual noun.
Right. I'm very iffy on Jenica. I've always seen the four brothers and been four, and that's been a status quo stable. Blame me being a sticker for and the Sons of Silent Age story.
Hey, look.
Damn browser crashed. Oh, okay.
That conversation. If you're one of the people that are on the side, look, no matter if it's female or female, I just like the TMNT as just a feminine. Look, I bet you there are a lot of
people like that.
Because people like, look, I don't see the need to expand it. Like people before. They've been for so long.
Yeah. What is the worst?
Okay, I don't think either or are wrong. I can see the argument for it. TMNT just keep more people.
What is the worst quality 2019 movie you saw? Nothing yet.
And another movie 2019 I saw was bad?
Nope, nothing yet. So sorry, I can't answer that. I have an idea for the fifth turtle named Pesicio, who is she's already got a name on. Her name is Jenica. Jenny for short. I'm not sure if you know this, but when Slash died in the TMNT comics, who do you think took his death hardest? I was thinking Raph would have taken it hardest, or one of the other Manimals, but like Pete, or Mondo Gecko. I know Slash died. If anything, I think Adio did Slash dirty like that. Are you sure you've seen Kengard? Have you seen? Oh no, I've heard of that. I haven't watched it. Anyway, as far as it, okay, still on the Turtles. Oh, cover there. Okay. I do group of new generation Turtles taught by the original four. A new Turtles. Yeah, that would have to mean either. That'd be kind of good. Shang-Chi versus Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat. Okay, all right, enough Shang-Chi, please. Enough Liu Kang. Enough lagging. Damn it, it's lagging again. Nothing's wrong with him, but it's like everybody's putting him against basically stereotypes of himself. I would rather see them team up instead of fight each other. Would you want to see a Predator Black Panther crossover with Predator hunting Black? That would be great. I'd like that. That'd be tough on Predator. Like, I would love to see how he could deal with Wakandan technology. I meant to say is, how do you think that will be in the MC? Yeah, I know what you meant. That's why he should be a threat, like he is. I can't believe I had to refresh my browser. Oops. I apologize for typoed earlier. I'm still new to the whole commenting thing. Okay, no problem. Would you? What do you think of a crossover between 2002 He-Man and a new She-Ra? Uh, it'd be more of a learning experience for the new She-Ra because she's still like wet behind the ears. Um, and besides, it'd be funny because one, they're brother and sister actually. They're twins. Uh, but I do like how the way they do She-Ra in this is kind of like an Avatar feel. Like there's always been a She-Ra. Um, kind of like different people have been that character. Mirage, Leonardo versus IDW. Who would? Well, see, the Mirage Turtles are a little more vicious. Like, go watch Turtles Forever. You see what I'm talking about? Like, the Mirage Turtles were sick at times. I'm like, how is that supposed to be Mikey funny? Like, he's not funny. Um, so I'm going with Mirage. Uh, I've seen her. I just wanted your opinion. Yeah, man. Like, I'm not messing with the Mirage. Like, the what they did to Shredder in that first fight, I'm like, God damn! Like, that just showed you right there. Like, you see the quality difference between when Turtles hit really big. They really went hardcore. And if I lagged again, I apologize. I don't know what the heck on that. You think Killmonger was mostly inspired to be another Magneto? Um, I wouldn't say another Magneto, but he did have aspects of the character Magneto is based around, and you should all know who that is. So yeah, very militant. Very like he is. What's your favorite DreamWorks animated movie? Um, DreamWorks. I think that would be How to Train a Dragon. That's definitely one of them. Um, I still need to see the third one, but I loved How to Train a Dragon. I like Shrek, but I think they went overboard with all them different.
Ends at two.
Yeah, for me, Shrek, yeah, really ends at two. Um, Kung Fu Panda is great. I love Kung Fu Panda. Um, what else is there? Another animated movie that I love. Uh, mm, let me make sure. Over the Hedge. There we go. Over the Hedge. I like. And was Surfs Up a DreamWorks movie? Surfs Up? No, I don't think that. I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah, those are some of my favorite Caroline. Definitely. Do you think a mature TMNT movie would be the level of gratitude, violence we see in movies like RoboCop? Well, from what I'm hearing, they want to go that route with a real darker Turtles movie.
Really?
Yeah, I heard they want to go that route. Look, to me, no Turtles movie will ever top the original. That was a perfect blend of dark and what I wanted. Um, to this day, I still look at that first movie as the best Turtles live action movie, puppets and all, plain and simple. So if they want to do another darker, first of all, get away from them being giant. Like get that. What Bay and them did with his run is disgusting to me. I was like, that's disgusting. Like, why are they? They look like mini Hulks. Like they're supposed to be ninja, right? So when they land, they're breaking seal. I'm like, how is no? Like they no, never mind. Don't get Hurricane started. I don't. You don't need Hurricane out here. You don't. Um, how do you think Craven the Hunter will be used in the MCU? Three. Well, that's if he is in Spider-Man 3. If he's used, the best way to do it, the way I looked at it, is that he's kind of like by day or so, like he's kind of like he's looked at like kind of like a conservationist, like Steve Irwin or something like that. You know, people don't. But bottom line, he's like not a psycho, but he's a extreme hunter, and he's always wanted to hunt a superhuman and things like that. So here's his chance now to hunt. Like I could have actually seen him one to go after someone like Captain America or somebody like that, but and like he wanted to test his skills again. But now going after Spider-Man, you know, hey, that's kind of cool. That's kind of how I look at it. We already know his cousin is already in the MCU. Chameleon is in the MCU. He was in the Far From Home. If he's a villain, he's definitely a villain. Funniest Rex moment from Mass Effect. Rex. I don't know if it was funny. It was. I just liked it when you do his path to becoming a true Krogan, like getting a name, and him beating up I forgot his name, who Michael Dorn played. I love that. That was funny. Like I like when he's like Shepard's like where Michael Dorn's character, who is a Krogan, says like, you know, you tell us that no other alien made you because Rex. Are we talking? You said Rex, right? Oh, Rex. Okay, Rex. Probably I thought you said Grunt. Okay, Rex. I read that wrong.
Grunt.
Yeah.
Grunt just looked like he's gonna eat
you. Yeah, Rex. To me, I didn't really have any funny moments. I mean, the one that probably I think was kind of funny was when if you have him in your squad when you're going after the villain from I forget his name, but and Rex just shoots him, and he's just like, I had a job to do, and that's it. I was like, okay. Guest characters in fighting games nowadays. Well, the reason why you see a lot of guest characters because guest characters one actually sell. They sell. That's the perfect answer. That's the truth answer right there.
for what?
You know, guest stars in fighting games.
Yeah, maybe. I could be wrong, but it seems like it didn't start immediately after. But I think a good sign of that was Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah, like what I'm saying, it's that sells.
And Soul Calibur 2 in regards to Xbox and game because all it was hey, I was like, well, that's Namco going within Namco.
Yeah.
When it was Link
and Spawn.
Like, okay, yeah. Whoa, right.
So and Spawn's gonna be in Mortal Kombat. So it's like Caroline, you asked me, I have an idea for at least foreshadowing the Fantastic Four in the MCU. Like in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, we see the Guardians or something, other characters fly past certain cosmic rays heading for Earth. My idea for the Fantastic Four is like it's kind of deals the way I want them to be built off is like how they basically are built off. Not bad idea. Here's my idea. They're based off of kind of like the Robinsons from Lost in Space. Because they're basically the common nuclear family. So basically my idea is that they are locked in the negative zone and something breaks the foundation of the negative zone and they're able to come out. Like literally they were trapped, lost in the negative zone.
So you're saying that when the movie started, it should be like news articles where they are, what happened.
Like almost like like they were like in a sense like because it wouldn't be bad if they were already in the MCU like if they just like instead of saying they're from the 60s like they were stuck in time or like I said built them off like the Robinsons from Lost in Space. You know, it'd be very interesting and then they come back out and you know people have forgotten about them. Like you can actually be like, you know, Reed Richards was a prominent, he knew Howard Stark. You know, like he was a prominent he was smarter than Howard Stark, and it was Howard Stark that kind of he could even say he taught Howard Stark. Reed Richards is smart, but yeah, you can kind of go that route. Like they were trapped in a negative zone. Like
They established negative zone.
they haven't established the negative zone yet. There's your look at that right there. The negative zone is definitely where Annihilus and Blastar and all those characters come from. And the negative zone and Fantastic Four go hand in hand with each other. There you go. I met Jessica Mendoza, the famous softball player, ESPN, and said "Go Cubs" before I left. She said she could see my Cubs hat. Would you want to meet her if you haven't? Um, I don't watch softball like that, so I don't know her. So I'm gonna look her up right now. But yeah, I've met a few athletes, and oh man, she's pretty. Oh wow, she's really pretty. She got a big smile. It, damn, she got a lovely smile. Damn, her smile is. She's got a lovely smile. I ain't gonna lie, dude. Like she got a lovely. I'd love to meet her. I ain't got no problem meet her. But man, she got a lovely smile. That's a pretty smile. Damn, her smile is bright as Ronda Rousey. Softball is no joke though. I have respect for those ladies that do that softball, especially them throwing that ball as fast as they do. That's crazy. So yeah. It looks like that is it. Any other questions? No. Let me refresh it. Okay. The negative zone has never been answered for what entity or character created the negative zone in the Marvel 616 universe. Likely intentional. Nope. But it's a place that has just so many wonders that it plays a big role with the Fantastic Four. And because I don't look personally, I don't want like a already. Don't do that. And with Marvel, they're definitely gonna stay true to what the FF are. Like to me, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You get Emily Blunt as Sue, you get her husband as Reed. There's your married couple right there. They because I like their chemistry in the Quiet Room. The, that was good. I know they're working on a second one. To me, the perfect person that represents Johnny chemistry wise and kind of Zac Efron. That's me. I know the actor who plays Jughead, one of the Sprout twins, wants to be. I don't want Johnny that young. Mm-mm. Ben is a different story. I don't know who the cast as Ben Grimm, but I also want young Franklin and Valerie, their daughters. Um, but with that being said, guys, it looks like we have come to the end. Right on the money. I was going to end it. Thank you guys for coming out. I enjoyed your questions. And one of the things I always tell you guys, like, you guys try to think new questions because especially Marion, like, dude, you ask the same question every Q&A. You gotta, if you need to like go back and just like, okay, whoa, I did ask that question before. chill. Like, just remember, like, should I continue to do the Q&As on Sunday? That does that work better for people? That's the other thing I should think about. Thanks for remembering the Goonies. Yeah, sure. Like, should I continue? Like, that's a good question for you guys. Should I continue on? Should I continue the open mics on Sunday? Because Wednesdays people always complain like, I missed it. I missed it. Da 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 da. Da. So I may keep it on Sundays. So this is the first one in August. I do two a month, so I will do another one. So thank you for coming. At one point I had 16 people in there. Thank you very much. I will. I put up some new. I put up some new content on my all reaction channel. Um, y'all want to see me get scared? Go to M.V.K 2. I watched this video called 5 Scary Things That Are Seen in the Woods. Scared the living hell out of me. I was sweating. That shit scared the hell out of me. You want to go see me sweat? Go ahead. I'm not even joking. I'm serious. What was the other thing I wanted? Oh, that. Remember I said I wanted to tell you something real quick? Okay. So check this out. Okay. Uh, so this week, you saw me talk about there was a fly in my room. Well, check this out. I'm sitting down playing Spider-Man, the Spider-Man game for like the third time. I'm doing another run of the game. Okay. So I'm sitting down, I'm playing the game, and all of a sudden, something buzzed by my ear, and I heard it just go brrr, lands on my leg, and I didn't really see it, but I heard it brrr, click, and scattered under my radiator. Okay. So next thing you know, I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like I heard it, brrr, like so. I'm looking under my radiator, like, okay, what was that? Got a flashlight. What was it? What was it? So, and I have an idea what it was. It had a bit of bug that got in my room. So next thing you know, I'm gonna show you something. Next thing you know, I started to see by my TV. You see over there, right over there, something crawling up. And what was crawling up? Nothing but a fucking giant water bug. I don't fucks with water bugs. I don't like water bugs. That was what flew by my ear. As soon as I saw that, I took my shoe and I crushed that shit real quick with the quickness. I don't fucks with water bugs. I don't like water bugs. The fact that something that big, and this thing was huge, it was like probably like that big, like that big. So antenna was all big, and as soon as I saw that, I took my boot and I squashed that right on that wall right there, right up there, right there, right there. So yeah, man, that's the story I wanted to tell y'all about the giant water bug that was in my room. I didn't like it. I don't fucks with water bugs. And y'all can laugh and have the fur fly now with that one. I'll leave y'all with a joke or something to laugh at. But other than that, guys, thank you for coming through my pack. Your alpha bids you adieu. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe. As always, enjoy and keep it real.